Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 15th episode of the second season of Mairimashita Iruma-kun. And last episode, we are continuing our fun adventure at the amusement park, but by the end of the episode, that kind of a stop was put to that because our big bad evil organization, the Six Fingers, kind of reared their ugly head near the end of the episode, and like a big fancy, cool, chill, causing reveal, like dropping some crystals that erupt these magical beasts that are, I imagine, going to make it into quite a party, so they can go downstairs and rescue Kiryu, and you can bring him back into the plot. So, also been a nice girl named Sheena, I believe, who actually wasn't so nice because she's part of the Six Fingers, but I'm sure we'll become friends with her nonetheless. Like, we'll pull her out of there and into us, hopefully, maybe. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So, that was last episode. Let's jump into this one and see exactly how we deal with such a problem. So, 3, 2, 1, play. That's why I'll destroy it. Some of these look like they could be Persona from like the Persona games. I'm just gonna drink my water while you do your thing, narrator. Gotta raise it up. In the near future, big old monsters, really. Oh, no satisfaction. Still don't know why Sabo does that pose, but one of the silliest things he's done. First, would have a field day trying to translate this song, considering half of it's English. I mean, how do you translate that? Do you just make the Japanese English and the English Japanese? Would that count as a translation? Because if you just made it all English, it would kind of lose the spirit of the original, you know? Like, it would not even be worth listening to if you did that. Boy, 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 boy. We are nakama. Satisfaction. And if I didn't have the first season's opening to compare it to, I would think this was such a great opening. I mean, it is such a great opening, but I'm always making that comparison in the back of my mind. I think that kind of stops me from appreciating it as much as I should. Your passion. Because it's really not that far behind the first season's opening, as far as how awesome it is. But anyway. We have a crisis to deal with, so let's do it, guys. Or not. Okay, so guess we'll get to that later. Fair enough. And yeah, you're here too. Jesus Christ, some of these outfits. Where do you find them? Is that a penguin? If so, yeah, we do have them. Our gay boy Alice over here. Never change. And yeah, we got to see his lovely eyes last episode. Well. Yeah, it's really not the best place you can get back pain that way. Is it because, like, the mana that comes up from the prisoners? Okay, so those are the points. Interesting analogy. Our prisoner mama bird. My area. Bed, my area. It's my area. Hatching eggs? I thought it was just to run the park. I mean... It essentially was used to hatch these eggs, I guess, but that's not like it was its intended purpose. But it is what's happening. It's so... Wow, that is so pretty. I love the amount of effort they put into really animating that. Because we saw it happen so quickly before. But yeah, now that we get to like really slow it down and go into more detail, it looks really cool. Wow, that is like straight up earthbending. Gotta love my area. Well, I think those eggs hatched. No, Iruma, come back into my protective embrace. Oh my god, you ate the roller coaster. Oh, that's not cool. A lot of fun was had on that. Carmen Dragon. Just, yeah, the kanji for red and the kanji for dragon. Seems pretty calm considering the circumstances. Well, the ground's not the only thing that's weird right now. That is what he said. There are 3 points, so there's, yeah, magical beasts in other spots too. So, yeah, big problem. These baby birds, they are rats. A panther rat? And what is this one? Like a wolf something? Oh crap, I didn't get to read it in time. I was staring at the monster itself. It's like a mermaid wolf thingy. Wow, that's a really that's a really unique design. I kind of love it. Whatever you do, do it quickly. Sensei, please protect us. And that's not really what's our biggest concern right now. Okay, that's good. So are you. Really? I guess a good teacher lets everything be a learning opportunity. I don't think he ever jokes. He is not the kidding type. This terrorist attack is being used as a class lesson. You need a lot of Kakugo for this. I mean, he looks like he's having fun now. Yeah, that's the biggest smile he's had on his face for a while. Right? Disgusting frog. Right. Okay, that's where we're going with this. Yeah, what does he expect us to do exactly? Get creative. That's for you to find out. You know, if he gave you all the answers, what kind of teacher would he be? Do your best. Kamui always makes you think of Kill la Kill. You got that from that? Oh, friendship? Nakayoshi is this... Okay, right. Honyaku Nakayoshi. Okay, that's pretty cool. Man, we're just learning a lot about people today. Windblade. And yeah, that's pretty cool too. Yeah, I was about to say, there's at least something that can be used to attack. I guess we're gonna have to really build a strategy around that. Because, you know, Nakayoshi's not gonna do a lot of damage, so... Hit. Control. Yeah, they aren't exactly stabby attacks, are they? But we're strategizing, this is good. Oh. I wouldn't want to be looked at by those eyes. Ooh. Okay. We'll see how this works out. Of course, he's the one that's used to taunt him. I mean, it's like a mermaid. You'd think it would be a female, but no. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so clever, so probably useful. Yeah, I don't think it did a whole lot, though. Might have, like, slightly scratched him. But, yeah. Did not quite, it wasn't quite a finishing blow. Well, what's plan B? Plan A was a good attempt, but let's keep those mental juices flowing. Let's strategize some more. I mean, those are some pretty good reasons to rely on him. Thanks for the advice, Sensei. You really turned this around for us. I guess, I mean, it's the thought that counts. You got some inspirational music in the background, so I guess we're going in a positive direction here. One thing the anime taught me is you can't rely on adults to get things done. Okay, maybe we should pay attention. This was a good learning experience. I guess we'll just check back on them later. There's 3 nests, so we gotta at least go to 1 more, right? Or have we done the other 2? Not quite sure, actually. Anyway, back at the prison. Things are going well. Depends on what, on your perspective. We are the rescue team. Oh yeah, the other one was the stupid rat. That's what it was. The panther rat. Yeah, have fun dealing with that. Ow. It's gonna drink some more water. That little guy. Not out of the woods yet. It's already being attacked well enough, thank you. We're not gonna stay here. Who's Aitsu in this case? Who is that again? Gotcha. Very video game-like. Well, I guess that's Triton. The handshaker. Oh yeah, handshaker. I think he was mentioned before. Oh wow, I want to see that. We have a dragon out there, oddly enough, so good chance. Don't want to shake hands with him. Okay. That looks incredibly painful, actually. Not quite what I was expecting to see, but I mean, we are getting handshaking, I guess. Man, just like those little fingers, like that just looks so painful. That was Huden, right? Something like that. Just sitting on a pile of corpses, as you do. Machu-chan. Not what I would call those things. Well, I mean, we're doing our best to stop them preemptively. There are some people that'll try. Nah. Our heroes over here. Now, sweetie, just get in there and battle. Ooh. I think it might be time to go home. Think we had our fill of amusement for one day. That was pretty close. You look the toughest. Be a good leader, man. Congrats, man. That is a good enough reason to be a leader, that as far as I can tell. Do it for your subordinates. They look up to you. Don't you want to be a good example to them? Flashback? Okay, that's what he was doing. He wasn't just confirming Genki, he was stealing from him. Don't know if the law would agree with that, but... Oh, they're actually really cute, damn. They are really cute. My room's a mess. Can you share one with me, please? Yeah, I kind of got that impression. That is rough, buddy. But everyone says it doesn't have them. So that's why we were doing this whole thing, because they're really tapping into that instinct of his. Okay, I was wondering why we were having that sudden backstory, because they're stabbing a weak point in him. Oni-chan, please protect us. That's pretty funny. Was he gonna say Aniki there? Maybe we could, like, trap it somehow? Lure it into a trap? Yes. Yeah, we have the sword. Like I said, can we do anything with that? Okay, are you actually going to help Kalego? Well, at least he has something around his neck. So, does it do anything? Have we seen that in action before? I don't think so. The girl with the fish hair is actually kind of cute, too. Yeah, it's not quite the place it was a few hours ago. Good times. Chick magnet. Iruma, are you gonna step up and try to save the day? Be that hero? The Yusha that was mentioned? Yeah, I mean, it's obviously somebody's behind it. I mean, anybody can figure that much out. 3 very different monsters appearing at 3 different locations. I mean, yeah. Somebody's doing. What's bothering him is just the destruction, the mayhem, the sadness, the... Somebody buried under rubble? I mean, even for minor things, I can't say no. I can't be bothered to help that small child. It's not my problem. They are. If there's no merit, there's no reason. But Inuma's not a demon. So, and he's also just really prone to not saying no, so... Yeah, just, if you don't do it, Iruma, literally nobody else is going to, so... I mean, I'll also probably do it if you tell him to. He's never gonna watch that phone again. Just Clara's face. Really nice picture. Oh, oh, Iruma mad. Wow, that game actually gave me chills. That gave me stronger chills than the previous episode end. Oh, damn. I wish chills were something you could see on camera, but obviously you can't, but wow, that was... Damn. I still have them, jeez. Oh man, I can't wait for the next episode. I actually thought Kiryu would be out of the prison by now, but I guess they're really taking their time with this. I mean, this is probably, like... I mean, it can't be like the final arc because it's only episode 15. They'd have to really drag that on. I guess we'll see. Because I assume this will be the same length as season 1. If that's the case, they would have to really go slow with this. Which is not impossible. Some shows definitely would do that. Dragon Ball Z looking at you. Ba, ba, ba. Man, we got at least 3 different like character ability bloodline thingy reveals this episode, didn't we? Because we had the Wind Sword, Nakayoshi, Friendship, Ponyaku, whatever you want to call it, and we had one other one, didn't we? Oh yeah, the My Area one. Our boy that can sense the warmth of the ground. And yet always floats above it. He does. I saw it. And sent. Okay. I guess Aiko's still relevant. And sort of. Okay. Okay. That is not hit the button the first time. Oh well, it worked eventually. Anyway, that was the 15th episode of Mairimashita Iruma-kun Season 2. Another really good episode. We have our characters now trying to deal with the magical beasts that were summoned. There are 3 of them at 3 locations, because apparently the way this all works, because we already knew that there was the whole magic being gathered from the prisoners down below and it powered the park. Apparently there's like 3 very specific points where it's like concentrated. I guess it's like probably just spreads out from there, like one big pipe that sucks it up to the surface, and then a bunch of little pipes that send it to that like third of the park quadrant, or quadrant, would that be like a fourth? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, like, that's basically almost like ley lines, yeah, sort of like basically in these individual spots, I guess, is where they drop the eggs. Like, I didn't think too much about the positioning, but apparently the eggs were dropped very, very deliberately, very specifically in these high magic concentrated spots so that they could suck it all up and hatch into big old baby birds. So yeah, that was quite the strategy that our 6 fingers had there. So we're now dealing with that. We really focused mostly on one of the monsters so far. Like, we had the rat, the dragon, and the actually, I wonder if I could go to where they actually gave us the name of that thing, because I didn't see it the first time, so I kind of want to read it now. Mountain Blue. Mountain Blue. Mountain Blue. That is what it says in... Okay, but why Mountain Blue? Because the kanji is blue and cow, but there's no mention of cow in the name, despite that being the second kanji. But I'm not gonna question it. It's a little bit odd though. But anyway, at least I got the name now. It's Mountain Blue. That sounds like a drink. That sounds like an energy drink more than anything else. But okay, our Mountain Blue over here, our half wolf or cow and half mermaid sort of thingy. Just very, very interesting character design. Like, his is probably my favorite. I mean, the red dragon was fairly generic design. We didn't really get much of the rat, but the rat's fine, I guess. But the Mountain Blue, definitely my favorite design of them. So I'm glad we got the most focus on that one, because as far as like actually coming together as a class group, right? Because they were in different groups. That was the only one that we actually had like an actual battle against, right? Everybody else really didn't battle the monster just yet. Really, oh, it was just them, and Calegro just not at all being helpful, just giving some like vague advice and stuff like that, like, do your best, guys, you know. Just nothing helpful. So he's not even remotely helpful, just a big old smirks because you know, they're unhappy, so naturally he is happy. That's just kind of how the dynamic with him works. So, but like I said, we got some cool abilities from everyone. A little bit of extra backstory on our ring boy. I don't remember his name. Ring boy, so is what I'm going to call him. We got to see that really cool wind sword from Goemon. That was really awesome. I mean, we didn't do much damage to the enemy, but we're brainstorming, we're strategizing, we're attempting, we're doing our best over there. And I did like how they all kind of really... when they were trying to get Ring Boy to be their leader, they really tapped into that, like, Oni-chan energy. Like, he wanted a younger sibling to, because he would be a good big sibling, right? Unlike his big sibling, who was a bad big sibling, he would be a better one, right? People often say that in these sort of hypothetical situations, like, well, if I had a kid, I would raise him properly, he would listen to me, he wouldn't misbehave like your kid. Like, it's just a very common thing for people to do that. Like, if I was in your position, I would do it much better. Like, just people say that all the time. It's usually not true, though. But anyway, we're dealing with that. We're also dealing with the whole prisoner thing, which apparently is taking longer to break out than I thought it would. They were really afraid of some guy, like the handshaker, but Hyuden, the little finger guy, he was not afraid of the handshaker. In fact, he shook hands with the handshaker and won. So not too scary after all. Like, they were really trying to build him up to be scary, but he just kind of dealt with it like it was no big deal. So so that's that. So like I said, definitely are taking their time with this arc, which I'm fine with. It's a pretty cool arc. It's, you know, destruction at an amusement park. It's a fun setting for an adventure. But Also, we had the whole thing with Iruma and the small child who needed help because just he's like over here screaming, wanting to help, and everyone's just can't be bothered. Which makes sense because they're demons, and demons, you don't really associate them with selflessness and friendliness and wanting to be helpful. It's like, if there's no merit, nothing in it for you, why would you bother, right? Unless you're an anime protagonist, in which case you'll always do anything you can to help, no matter whether there's a merit for you or not, no matter what you have to sacrifice. If there's something that needs to be done, you'll do it because you're an anime protagonist and that's how they roll. Unless they're like an edgelord anime protagonist. That's really the biggest exception, but for the most part, it's like, oh, if somebody needs help, I'll drop whatever I'm doing and go help them, you know? Regardless of who it is. And Iruma definitely falls in that category. Probably even more so than the average anime protagonist, because they like inadvertently, he straight up has a characteristic of not being able to say no when people ask for help, right? That is a big part of his character, so he obviously, that demon attitude doesn't jive well with him, so he is kind of mad. Like, he actually said in the episode he was mad. Like, I still can't believe just the level of chills that gave me. Just, that was so good. So, we may see Iruma have a bit more focus next episode, because he didn't really get too much focus in this one. So, next episode, I feel like that might change. Just that it might. It just might. So, yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying this arc so far. Pretty cool stuff. I'm excited to see how it goes in the future. So, but for now, this is it. So thank you for watching. I hope you click that like button and leave comments, support me on Patreon, watch more videos if you have the time for it. And I hope to see you again sometime soon. Bye bye.